welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. I'm a healthcare professional, and today I want to talk to us about one of the products that I think we should be more careful about using. I want to talk to us about Milo, our famous Milo, and why we might even want to eliminate using Milo. So first of all, when we look at the ingredients of Milo, it is made out of extract of malt barley and starch, and skim milk powder from cow's milk, sugar, cocoa, palm oil, and they have minerals and vitamins. So what is wrong with these ingredients? So the extract of malt barley is malt derived from the barley grain, and they usually just add water to it. And this is just packed with sugar. So that is sugar. And then the skimmed milk powder. When it comes to dairy, you always want full fat dairy. And fat does not make you fat like how we always been told. Fat is not what causes us to be fat. So you always want full fat dairy because naturally when the cow makes milk, it comes with the fat. It comes with the fat from the cow, which is really healthy for us. But then when it is skimmed, the fat is removed. So when you get milk that is not whole milk, whether it's 1%, 2% skim milk, they remove the fat. And when they remove the fat, what happens is that their flavor is not good.
So what happens to milk when the fat is removed is that it increases the sugar in the milk. It increases the lactose in the milk. When you take fat out of milk, all you are left with is the sugar and like the water, the liquid part of the milk. So that increases the sugar amount, and also because it is easily absorbed in our body, so it tends to spike your blood sugar. So that is why having full fat or whole milk is better than having reduced fat milk.
So low fat milk, skim milk, 2% milk, those milks are very high in sugar just because they take the fat out. So the sugar content is high in it. So they use skim milk for this Milo, which is also high in sugar. And then they put sugar in it. And then they have cocoa. So the cocoa is like towards the end of the ingredient list. And usually when you're looking at ingredients, whatever the first ingredients are the most amount of ingredients, and then towards the end are the least amount of the ingredients. So then they have sugar, and then they have cocoa. So the cocoa is towards the end of the ingredient list, so it's a small amount. And then they have palm oil. Palm oil is not a very good oil. It's highly processed and it's not healthy for us. And then at the end, they have a few minerals and vitamins, and these are even synthetic minerals and vitamins. So it's not the best thing for your body. So when I think of Milo, I always think it is just chocolate and maybe sugar. I didn't know it was just all these ingredients. When you look at the nutrition information here, you can see that when we look at per serving is 30 grams. I'll show you that in a minute, what 30 grams is. And for the 30 grams of a serving, you have a lot of sugar. So they have three different kind of sugar over here. The sucrose is sugar, lactose is the milk sugar, and then maltose is also sugar. So for 30 grams, you have 5.8 grams of sugar, 3.5 grams of milk sugar, and then 2.9 grams of maltose, which is also sugar. So combined together, that's about 12.2 grams of sugar in a 30 gram serving. This here is a serving size of 30 grams. So this is the 30 grams, and out of this 30 grams, 12.2 of it is just sugar. So I don't know, we probably use more than this when we are making our drink, our Milo drink. So this serving here, have almost half of it is sugar. And then when we look at the carb counts too, the carb for this amount, which is the serving size, so the carbs for this amount is 20.1. So in this drink, you have carbohydrates, which this is also going to be refined carbohydrate. So it's going to spike up your blood sugar. So you have a lot of carbohydrate and a lot of sugar, which raises your blood sugar, which turn into sugar in your body. So it causes you to have a high amount of glucose in your bloodstream, which causes a high blood sugar in your bloodstream. These are some of the things that leads to diabetes, hypertension, dementia, stroke, because when this goes in your body, your cells just use a small amount of it, and then the rest of it turns into fat. And then because it causes a high blood glucose in your bloodstream, your body, your pancreas produce a lot of insulin so that it can bring your blood glucose down, because insulin is what helps to take the glucose from your blood into the cell. But if you're eating this amount, it becomes a lot of carbohydrate and a lot of sugar, which all turns into glucose, which is sugar in your body. It becomes a lot for your body to handle. So your pancreas needs to produce a lot of insulin so that it can get rid of this glucose from your bloodstream. So this is very high in a lot of things that your body don't need. A lot of carbs and a lot of sugar. So another thing that I know some people do is add sugar to Milo. So on top of all of this sugar, you're gonna add more sugar to it, which is really not good for your body. So what will be better for you? So if you want to make Milo, there's a couple of things that you can use. So you can use this. This is cacao powder, which is the cocoa powder. It's unsweetened. So make sure you don't get the one with any sugar. So there's no sugar in this. And so when you look at the ingredients, it's the cacao and nothing else. So this is what you want to use. It's very bitter, so you don't need a lot of it. So you can use this, or what I have is this. I get this from Costco. It's the organic cocoa, and the ingredient is just cacao powder and nothing else. So you want something like this that they don't have anything else, no sugars and no other ingredients in it. This is very bitter, so you don't need a lot of it. So you use this, and then you use a healthy sweetener instead of sugar. You use a healthy sweetener alternative. I use this, or normally I will use allulose or this monk fruit and erythritol. And I'll just use a little bit of it because you don't need that much of it. It's very sweet, so you don't need that much of it. After you add these two ingredients, and then you just use whole milk. Especially if you're using this for your kids, you want whole milk, you want heavy cream, you can use half and half. And with that one, because it has a lot of the fat, you're not going to even need as much. But when you are using skim milk 1%, and other milk without the fat, you probably need more so that your tea can taste good. So you do not need that milk. You just need regular whole milk. You can do heavy cream. You can do half and half. And it will taste just like the Milo. It will be a much healthier option for you. So I believe this is a healthier alternative if you're going to spend your money. Another thing I also want to say is that buying this is worth it because it's much more cheaper than the Milo that you buy, because first of all, you're not gonna need a lot of this. You need just a small amount. It's not that expensive comparing it to Milo. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, let's share this video, like this video, leave a comment. If you have any question, leave a comment there, and then I'll be more than happy to help you. Let's stop using some of these things so that we can get healthy together as a community. Because remember that you don't get up and get diabetes or hypertension or dementia. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes years and years of putting a lot of carbohydrate and a lot of sugar and a lot of unhealthy stuff in your body that cause it. So let's get healthy together, and especially when we are giving this to our children, let us give them something that is good for their bodies. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like the video, comment, and share the video so that we can get healthy together as a community. Until next time, bye.